Hi, this is Flash from Handyman Answers. What if the squatters never left? That seems to be the question. I was fully prepared for the squatters to not leave. I wasn't really worried about them not getting comfortable and leaving to go to the store or something like that. So I felt pretty comfortable that at some point, people that are comfortable, that aren't expecting anyone to surprise them, they're going to live their day and live their lives like normal people, and they're just going to come and go. And so I knew that at some point the house would be empty. But what if I'm sitting out there, the cars never leave the driveway, they never leave the house, there's only so many days I could sit there and scope it out. So I would eventually try to enter the house a different way. I had plans. I had certain things that I had prepared to do. For example, they don't know who I am. So maybe I just pretend I'm the local handyman, the house needed work done, and I show up there and I start just working on the house. I start talking to them as though they're tenants, as though I don't think that anything is wrong with them being there. I just relate to them and I bullshit with them and I just talk to them until I gain access to the house. Now, once I'm in the house, game changes. Once I'm in the house, I now can present a lease to them. I now can tell them, I don't know who you are, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm moving in. You can choose to do whatever you're gonna do, but I'm moving in. I'm the legal tenant here. This is my house now. Once I'm in the house, I can then make it unbearable, unlivable. I can do many things. I need to be creative. I can start construction on a house. I can start removing things that they need, like faucets and sinks and showers, and turn off water and turn off power and things like that. All I need them to do is leave the house. So once I'm in the house, once they leave the house, if I can get them to step out on the porch, I can lock them out. I, being the legal tenant with a lease, with utility bills, with keys to the house, with cameras, because the very first thing I'm going to do regardless is install cameras. So I have proof of my interaction with them. I'm going to install cameras right there in front of them if I have to, but I'm going to get them to go out of the house one way or another. I will spray bug bombs, whatever I need to do to get them to exit. Once they exit, I'm the legal tenant. I can protect my home. They call the police. I'm inside, they're outside. What are the police going to tell them? The police are going to tell them the same thing that they would have told me and what they actually did tell me ahead of time. This is a civil matter. You need to take them to court. I'm not going to do that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take those rights away from them, and I'm going to take on those rights. I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to switch places with them. As soon as they're on the outside and I'm on the inside, house is mine. Everything that they've abandoned in that house is mine. They can negotiate, and I will offer them their stuff, just like I did in my other video, and they can take their stuff and run. I'm going to make it easier and so attractive to them to take their stuff and leave that that's going to be the only option they're going to choose. If they want to try to take me to civil court, well, what are they going to do? They're actually going to present a fake lease with the wrong signature when I have a lease that's notarized and has the correct signature by the owner? I don't think so. But if they were to do that, okay, but fine. How long did it take me? How long does it take you to get somebody out of the house during civil action? So are they going to spend money, pay for attorneys outside of the house? Remember that. Keep in mind, they're now on the outside of the house without any of their stuff on the outside of the house. Now taking me to civil court? Who in their right mind would do that? Would you do that? I wouldn't do that. Now they're on the outside of the house. They don't have a place to live, and they're going to fight to get back into a place just for a temporary solution to them, because they know, in their mind, every squatter knows it's temporary. They know that they're going to be kicked out at one point or another. They're not going to be spending thousands of dollars to now regain access to a house that they didn't belong in. Why would they do that? Just think about it. Just simplify it. Just make it make sense to you. Why would they do that? So now that I'm inside and they're outside, and they call the police thinking that the police are going to help them, and they don't, they're going to take my offer and they're going to run. Doesn't matter who they are. And that's one of the key things is you need to know who you're dealing with. So scoping it out, checking it out, seeing who's coming and going, talking to the neighbors, these are all things that I would do and that I suggest you do. You need to know, do they have children in there? Is it just men in there? Is it a husband and wife? All of these, are they drug dealers? Are they, whatever it is, you need to be prepared for whoever it is, right? So whether it's being prepared physically, mentally, some people say I'm too nice. Well, you know what? It was all about de-escalation tactics. It was all about relating with them, being nice with them, not escalating the situation, not bringing law enforcement into it, not being standoffish. That's what I would suggest. That is the reason my system works. Once I get in the house, I now, with them outside, I don't have to be as nice. I can refuse entrance. I have cameras on, so everything that is said by me or them is recorded. Now, if they enter the house when I'm the legal tenant, say they didn't have a chance to get a fake lease written up, right? If they enter the house, I can defend my home. I can defend my home with whatever means necessary, right? So I can, not that I want to. I don't want to do that, okay? I'm not suggesting violence. I'm not suggesting that you pull out a shotgun and you blow somebody away and drag them back inside. I'm not suggesting any of those things. What I'm suggesting is that you have the right to defend your home. Much more when you're in the house than you're outside of the house. And that's the key thing to remember. When you're outside of the house, they have all the rights inside. You can't go drag them out. But once you're inside the house, no matter how you get in there, whether you turn off the power and as soon as they walk outside to turn the breaker back on, you slip in the house. You're in the house now. You turn off, water, power, whatever it is, gain access. They go to work, they go to the store, whatever, you gain access. You slip in the house, you're in the house. No matter what you need to do to get in the house, get in the house. That's kind of the key here. You have to figure out a way to make entrance. And remember, you have preparation on your side. You are, you're planning this. They are sitting there thinking, oh my God, we've got this house for free. We're awesome. They're relaxed. They're not expecting you to do anything. Most squatters are expecting you to be told by the police that they have rights, that you need to go through litigation. That's what they're expecting. They are not expecting you to do what I did. They are not expecting you, without any warning whatsoever, to just go in the house and say, I'm moving in. They're not expecting that. None of them are. Maybe they will after they start watching my videos, but none of them are. So you have surprise in your favor. You can use that for a leg up. Once you enter the house, if they decide that they're not going to leave and they say, well, we have rights and we're going to stay here and you guys are all going to live in the house together, well, then you start figuring out ways to make it unlivable for them, okay? Invite your friends. Bring in some homeless people. Do whatever you need to do. Start painting. Make the air quality in there something that they need masks, or do something that makes it unlivable for them. You are sitting on their furniture. Maybe it's their furniture. Maybe it's your furniture already. They are making your life inconvenient by taking your home. Take your home back. Take your home back by making it inconvenient for them to live there. Make it so sweet for them to want to leave that they do. That's my suggestion. Now, I'm now doing squatter services and we're offering our services, so you can find us at Squatter Remover on Instagram. And if you want to just schedule a Zoom, we can talk about your actual personal situation, and maybe I can give you some advice on how to deal with your squatters, and we can just schedule a Zoom or something like that. But I think that you get the idea. There are many ways to remove a squatter, but you need to enter the house and become the squatter yourself and make them want to leave. There's going to be some pictures at the end of this video, some more pictures of my squatters moving out of my mom's home, pictures captured from Ring cameras, so you can watch some of that I didn't put in the original video. This was Flash with Handyman Answers.